one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Pass to 20 for a short gain, second down. You look at the defense for these Texans.
Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Prescott from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the Vikings are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott completes it to the fullback hand. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
York able to send this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball, caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Andrew Booth making the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stroud. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Stroud out of the gun here. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Nwangu. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. He juked him. And getting this just shy of midfield. They spotted at the 49. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they opted to run the ball there on third down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down.
Prescott stripped, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
A little juke. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going for it with Pierce. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guy set up 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Pierce. Will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, it's Pierce. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Here we go, 47. 26.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 12. Prescott. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Come on, come on. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
18, 10 through 11, 10 through 11.
Now Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Here we go, set.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Pass the 60, pass the 60, go!
A run for Pierce out of the gun. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 4. Stroud to throw it. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans add 6 to their lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now they'll pitch it to Pierce. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Flush to his right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Okay,
here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
As Stroud now to throw.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
That is caught by Dell.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Ready.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
7 Pirates.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Another carry for Pierce. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. He'll take this to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. On the give is Nwangu, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
York able to send this one through.
And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Stroud. Caught left side, here's Dell.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
On the jump. Check,
Give to Pierce now on the option.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Stroud. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Nwangu. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 41-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud to throw it.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball downfield, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.